Jason, we have not talked to you since a lot of things have happened. So we want to get your reaction to Brad being promoted to president, Danny leaving, Ime being hired, and Kemba being traded, Al coming back. I'm sorry, it's a lot. So can you kind of expound on all that, what's happened, your reaction, and how this Olympic experience you think will help you develop your game, your international brand, et cetera?
Yeah, it was a lot at first with all the changes, especially with, the coaches in front office, but change is good sometimes, I'm excited about our new coach, Ime. Obviously, Kemba, that's my man. You hate to see one of your, close guys go. But, I wish nothing but the best for him. Wherever he goes, happy to have Al back. He looks better in green anyway. And yeah, I'm excited to be here. This is a great opportunity. I think playing in the Olympics is something I always dreamed about. So I'm looking forward to it. And just playing with a group of guys that you always compete against. I think that's what is the most fun part, just, being on the same team with these guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jason. Next up will be Tom Petroni. And then Brady Diaz.
Hi, Jason. Pop yesterday said that everybody was pretty torn up when you got hurt in the World Cup because you were going to kind of be their go-to guy there. What can you say about that level of confidence from Pop and sort of the mutual respect there?
Yeah, that was tough because so much time is invested. From training camp, spending all this time together, long flights, going to different countries. So I was hurt, like emotionally when I hurt my ankle and wasn't able to play because I wanted to be out there with those guys and finish what we went there to go do. And it didn't happen. So I think that's one of the more reasons why I was so eager to come play this time around because kind of had a sour taste in my mouth after the last experience.
Next up is Grady, then we'll go ahead with Jared Weiss.
Hey, Jason, congratulations. Are there any players on your team that you're looking forward to learning from in this next month?
Yeah. Obviously, playing with my big brother. Two guys from the same neighborhood, same high school, going to the Olympics from St. Louis. That's like a dream. That is amazing. Playing with all these guys like Dame, obviously KD, somebody just played against in the playoffs, to play on the same team. K-Love, Draymond. I go down the list of everybody. I've known Bam since I was middle school. So I'm excited.
Now, I've seen a lot of your Spotify, sort of commercials, but are there any specific music artists that you have in rotation right now on your journey to a gold medal?
Jay-Z, my favorite rapper. Obviously Nelly and Drake and Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, Meek Mill, Future, J. Cole.
Thank you.
Sure, you're up, and then we'll go with Adam Himmelsbach.
Hey, Jason. Brad Stevens has talked a few times about how when he was conducting the coaching search, he wanted to check in with you and some of the other players to see what you wanted in your next coach and how he kind of had to push you guys to give him honest feedback on what you thought could have been done better. So could you share some of the feedback you provided and what you're looking for to get out of your new coach?
I mean, all the guys that I guess were finalists, I liked all of them. and I had a somewhat of a relationship with all of them, and I basically told them, like, you can't go wrong. So, that's their job, the front office, to make those decisions, and it's my job to go out there and play. So, that's basically, kind of what it was.
Adam, you're up, and then we'll go with Paul Gant.
Hey, Jayson, obviously you got to know Ime a little bit at the World Cup. What stands out about him as a coach? What did you think of him being hired? And what do you think is going to work well with you guys as a partnership?
Yeah, I got to know him a little bit. I think what stands out the most is, I guess when you're coming up as an assistant, you get your first head coach job, that, you're driven and motivated. And from the conversations that I've had with him since he's, gotten the job, I can tell he's just really, really excited. So, it's going to be fun, and, we're going to try to accomplish something big.
Jayson, how are you, sir?
How you doing?
So outside of getting the gold medal, what do you hope to take away from this experience?
Going to the Olympics, obviously it's going to look a little different, but it's an event that I've watched all my life and dreamed about. So it's not something I take for granted, and just the relationship that you build with these guys. We're gonna be together for six or some weeks, really just together. So just building those relationships.
Thank you. We'll go with Brian Robb and then Mark Murphy. Hello, Brian.
Share with that. Hey, Jayson. You've been very open about how you're feeling physically during the season. How are you feeling now, just after the break and with the lingering COVID stuff, and then just your whole body?
Feeling pretty good. Been working out. Obviously, we had a couple of days of practice. I feel refreshed. Had some good time off. So, all in all, I feel pretty good.
Thank you. Mark, you're up, and we'll finish with John Corrales.
Hey, Jayson, how much have you and Bradley just sort of helped each other grow over the years?
A lot. I think that was the mentor and older brother that I didn't technically have in the house, and someone that was just accomplish everything that I was trying to do, and I've seen how to do it firsthand and what it took, from early morning workouts to picking me up every day in the summertime, one and done, Gatorade Player of the Year, top 3 pick. So it's just motivation, honestly, and someone that I've always looked up to and still look up to this day. So we just, want the extreme best for each other, and just two guys that play at a very high level that are always, pushing each other. When he scores 50 or something, I'm trying to do it, and vice versa. That's just kind of relationship that we have.
Thanks.
Last question, Jayson, will be from John Corrales.
Hey, Jayson. Yesterday, Pop was talking about how much you've developed from the FIBA World Cup when you went a couple years ago, and saying how you're much more confident. You've added a lot to your game. You feel like you can dominate. What do you think your progression has been, and what specifically tied to that FIBA tournament compared to now, 2 years later, has helped you in that development?
I think just being around Pop. I think I was 20, 21 at the time. I still am, but relatively young. And just how he was coaching me, and what he expected of me, and the confidence that he had. and knowing that all the great players that he's been around. So after just leaving that camp and knowing that, you know, one of the best coaches ever, you know, thinks highly of me, you know, I kind of came into my third season just feeling really confident about that, you know, regardless of my age, that, you know, I was one of the best players. And I just had to go out there and prove it on a nightly basis.